Hello, son. Have you arrived? Have you had dinner? How is the flight? Have you remembered anything?
The trip was oddly Mr. White had reserved the entire first-class section for me, and I had 2 flight attendants hovering over me the whole time. It was impossible to get any reading done. Guess what? On the plane, they offered me grapes for dessert.
And?
I tried them, Mom. They were delicious.
How strange. When you were a little boy, you used to spit them in my face. But I'm glad you finally come to like them, son. You've never eaten enough fruit.
Mom, I don't think I tried to kill myself.
What are you saying, son?
It might have been, imagine that I broke a thermometer and that the mercury fell into a glass and then I drank from it without noticing it.
John, you don't have to reassure me.
John, how are you doing?
Fine, Mr. White.
Henry. To you, I'm just Henry.
Yes, Henry, pardon me. The hotel is really over the top, Henry. Thank you.
Over the top? You'll never change, John. That's exactly what you said to me the last time.
The front desk clerk is a little odd, don't you think?
I don't remember him. I'll have him fired, all right?
No, don't do that. It's really nothing.
Better. We all have a right to make a living.
When I was in New York, you mentioned my father. Did you ever meet him?
Excuse me, John. What do you have for me, Cooper?
A woman of about 50, passed out, drunk.
In one piece?
Almost.
Take her to the generator room. I want her awake and calm. Call me when she's ready. Excuse me, John. Where were we? Ah, yes. Dementia is a very hard thing. But let's not talk about that, okay?
Is this hotel named after Gustav?
Mais non. It's named after, another Doré. The funny thing is that he's a great-great-grandson of the...
What do you know about my...
Nothing. Well, that Mr. White found you, and he took you to a hospital in some kind of private ambulance. He made sure no one was the wiser. We don't want any scandals here.
Did I have any visitors?
Not a single one, monsieur, yesterday. I'm sorry to say that your behavior was very boring. Despite the fact that I dropped the price of my very best girls as much as 20%. Have you had a change of heart?
No, thank you.
25%? 30%?
Who's been in the room since my previous visit?
Oh. Someone has to clean the room. By the way, if you're interested in her, be in the room tomorrow when she comes to clean it. She's new and frisky. Free fan dance on the first. I just went to leave a small welcome gift on the terrace a little while ago, monsieur. The maid noticed that the extractor fan in the bathroom was not working, so I sent Matthew. Mr. White came to the hotel because he went up to the room, and that was... Your secret is safe with me, monsieur, yesterday. I'll keep it from anyone who doesn't say these 2 words, including if it is you.
It's very strange, Mom. I've stopped remembering things since I met Mr. White. On my last visit, I stored something using a password that I can't remember now. Any ideas what it is?
I don't know, son. Frank for your father, maybe. Elaine for me. Suzanne for that girlfriend you had. Or perhaps something having to do with Satanism? I don't know.
What really happened to my father? Was he
Son, I would have preferred for you not to find out. I told you that your father died in the tragedy at Cadway Station. But that's not what really happened. As I've told you, your father was the world's leading expert on He was my thesis director. That's how we... It's true that your father was in Cadway when the station caved in. But he stayed there, living in its ruins. I begged him to come back home. But it was no use. He said that the station was the only place he felt safe. After the collapse, your father was traumatized. He said that he was being persecuted by a satanic sect called the Unmentionable Ones. The last time I went to see him, I tried everything. But he didn't want to leave. He called me a heretic, and he disappeared without a trace. Frank yesterday was a great man, John. A true scholar, a good husband, and the best of fathers. He loved you very much, John. Just don't make the same mistakes he did.
I'm starting to remember things, Henry. I didn't try to kill myself, Henry. Someone forced me to...
What are you saying? I'll send a bodyguard. I'll call Lori. I'm sure we have... Don't leave the hotel. Someone will come for you.
The last time I was in the hotel, I hid something.
Interesting. What could it be? Well, call me. Remember that anything you turn up, no matter how minor, can help us save lives.
I know that you have an envelope for me.
Of course, Monsieur Yesterday. But as per your instructions, you have to say 2 words before I can give it. I see that you stick and... No. That... I see that you... No. Dommage. 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 Non. Non. Dommage. Good. That's one of the words.
Give me the envelope, Albert. Revolution, alchemy.
We're getting back our memory, huh? I'll bring it right up. Here you go, Monsieur Yesterday.
Thanks a lot, Albert.
Their photos? Huh? Pretty photos. Naked, dirty, trashy, fifi, lascivious. If you don't have a buyer, I can find you one. 10% discount if I can
Good
watch.
night, Albert.
Oh, I see. That bulge must be some kind of toy. I'll leave you alone. Pervert.